And now to a familiar face for littles, speaking out about the thousands of kids who have been detained by ICE. Many of those kids have been held at the Family Detention Center in Dilley, Texas, amid reports of harmful conditions like unsafe food and lack of medical care. One of the people giving her voice to those kids is world-renowned early childhood educator and the one and only Miss Rachel. She is one of the biggest names on YouTube whose songs have already become an anthem for the youngest generation. And Ms. Rachel joins us now, along with Dianne Garcia, who is the pastor of the Roca de Refugio Church in San Antonio, Texas. Ms. Rachel, so good to see you, or Ray Ray, as my kids love to call you. Great to be with you again. Full disclosure, as you know, my little ones have been watching your educational videos for years. I, along with so many others, have seen you become this force of nature for children everywhere. I remember very vividly seeing images of little kids in bombed out homes in Gaza, watching your videos in the rubble, and then watched you rise up to speak out for kids suffering everywhere. I know recently you've been speaking with kids at the Dilley Detention Center. What are you seeing?
It's heart-wrenching sitting with kids at Dilley Immigration Detention Center. You can see the trauma. It's obvious. You can see that they're being harmed. You're watching them deteriorate, and you just want to help so much. And 1 second, you're talking about soccer and how your favorite food is both pizza and a spelling bee one of them wants to get to. And then the next moment, they're begging you for help to get out of there. And the desperation, it really worries you. Like, what is going on there? And you're just like, how can I get these children? How can I help?
Your posts, they always, there's always something that leaves at least myself thinking for days and days and days. I want to ask, what are some of those stories that you've been told that you can't get out of your head?
Definitely the way children with disabilities are treated, autistic children. One little boy who hadn't pooped in 9 days, he wasn't eating, he was gagging when he tried to eat. As a parent, we know that children should not go 9 days without pooping. I thought it was very alarming. The dangerously inadequate medical care is something that I've spoken with 10 children, and something that I hear over and over is how the water makes them sick. And water is a basic human right. So you find yourself thinking, is this really, like, it's so surreal, and your heart breaks.
And this is the kids telling you that the water's making them sick as well as the parents, or?
Yes, whenever I talk with them, they always bring up that the water makes them sick, that they can't drink it, and that they have to pay $39 a day for water. And they can't afford that. So sometimes the parents are drinking the water that makes them sick and just providing what they can for the kids. And every child has talked to me about the water.
And Pastor Dianne, some of the kids in your church have also been detained at Dilley, right? Can you tell us what you're hearing and how this is affecting your community?
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. And I'm so glad to be able to share about my community, because we have been really impacted. We're a church of all immigrant families here in San Antonio, and we have had 5 children detained. That's 3 mothers with their children that were detained. And it's been incredibly hard, especially, of course, for those families that have gone through this experience. The children have been severely impacted and traumatized by the time they spent in Dilley. Similar to what Ms. Rachel was saying, the medical care is really inadequate, the food is inadequate, and the schooling is inadequate. And really, any time that a child has to spend in jail is too much time. So it's been really difficult. Luckily, all of those 3 families have been released and have come back to our community. And we've been, trying to help them heal from that experience.
Ms. Rachel, for those of us that grew up watching Mr. Rogers, there's this one episode that Mr. Rogers is sharing a pool with Officer Clemens. I know you know it well, and he washes his feet. It was such a powerful episode back then about racial unity. It feels like today we do see those kind of moments happening on your channel, on YouTube. I think of little Rahaf. I think of some of the songs that you're writing for immigrants, and I wonder, I know it's hard to compare 1969 to today, but do you think that we have a greater capacity for empathy these days as a societal level, or do you think that things might be going backwards?
I see so much beautiful empathy, Pastor Garcia, you, people in our community. There is so much beautiful empathy and love. I think it is so important to remember the golden rule and just stepping into other people's shoes and loving your neighbor as yourself, which we see in all the great world religions. I think that we just have to remember that we're all so similar, and parents want what's best for their kids. And I know that if anyone watching tonight sat down with a child at Dilley, they would not want this to be happening. I know that they would feel from the child that this is wrong, this is abuse, it's neglect, and it's not who we want to be. And I really feel the vast majority of Americans, we don't want to be harming children. And I think that we can all unite over that. And
an optimistic.
So inspired. I'm sorry, I'm so inspired by Mr. Rogers. And that moment, sometimes we look back on it and say, oh, well, look how things are now. But it was not easy then, because people were throwing chemicals into the pools that Black people were swimming in, and they were not letting them swim. And it was a huge thing. And so think about what we feel now about that and how we might feel later about some of these things.
Ms. Rachel, it is kind of, to be honest, it's mind-boggling to hear you say that with so much optimism, given the backlash that we all see you face online. And Pastor, I know you've probably seen some of this as well. How do you describe some of that backlash? Like, why are we seeing what we see today?
It is hard. I think Miss Rachel has seen a lot more than I have, but you know, there's a lot of negative narratives out there and stereotypes and misinformation as well. And that's why it's so important for us to share the stories of what's actually happening and to share the stories of these children and, you know, what they're really experiencing, to try to shed light on their voices and their stories and to open people's hearts to that compassion. Because I, you know, as a pastor, I'm very similar to Miss Rachel. I believe that everyone is fundamentally good and has the ability to love and is worthy of love. And so I think if we just keep sharing those stories, then that's going to come through.
And yet, you know, and again, maybe I'm just speaking for myself here, but as a parent, how, Miss Rachel, I know you have a little one at home. You have two little ones at home. One is very, very little right now. How do you keep your heart that open, worrying about your kids and then worrying about the millions of kids that you're speaking out for on a daily basis?
Aw, I love my little ones, and I see all the kids in the whole world just like I see them. I adore my kids, and I do see every child as I see them. And there's a beautiful James Baldwin quote, "The children are always ours, every single one of them, all over the globe." And I really think that if the grown-ups of the world see all the children like that, imagine the kind of world that we'll leave for our children and grandchildren if we take such good care of all the kids, because then they'll grow up into happy, healthy adults in a wonderful society and a safer, more loving world that's thriving for them. And we have to do that. It's our responsibility.
That is something worth hoping for. Rachel, Pastor Garcia, thank you so very much for your time.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.